Unit 3, Picture Writing, September 4th. Basic Sample. Joshua was begging for food on a dirty street full of trash. His life had fallen apart several years ago as a result of bad luck, poor decisions, and a daily struggle with alcohol. Joshua noticed a young man walking along. He seemed to be in a good mood and was whistling happily with his hands in his pockets. As the man passed Joshua, he took one hand out of his pocket and a 1,000 NT bill slipped out. The man hadn't noticed he'd lost it. Joshua looked at the money, thinking of all the alcohol it could buy. However, as he reached for it, he stopped. The young man's bad luck could put him in the same situation as Joshua. "Hey, you dropped something," Joshua called to the man. The man was grateful for his honesty and said he could spare the money. "I'll spend it on food and clothes," Joshua promised, and he kept his word. Advanced Sample. For years, Jeremiah had sat on a dingy street corner begging for change. He had fallen on desperate times after the breakdown of his marriage. One day, a young man strolled by with his hands in his pockets. Reaching to scratch an itch, the stranger didn't notice a 1,000 NT dollar bill fall from his pocket onto the ground. However, Jeremiah's eyes locked onto it instantly. For him, this crumpled banknote represented a week's worth of meals, or maybe a pair of shoes. But it wasn't rightfully his, and Jeremiah wouldn't stoop to becoming a thief. So he called out to the stranger. His heart sank as the man turned around, but Jeremiah smiled anyway as he gave up the money. The young man paused before grinning widely. "You passed! Congratulations!" What? Jeremiah looked up, confused as a crew with microphones and cameras emerged. The young man explained that this was all a social experiment. Now they were offering him a new life, an apartment, job training, and more. They were giving him everything he'd longed for. Jeremiah paused. "What would have happened if I hadn't given it back?" "What? But you did. That's the point," the young man replied. "You would have left me on the street if I had taken it to feed myself, huh? Why would you mess with someone's life that way?" Jeremiah sat back down. "I'll make my own way, thanks. I don't need qualified charity." The shocked crew members looked at each other and then slowly left. Jeremiah felt a strong sense of self-worth right then. He determined then and there that he'd work to better his own life rather than let others decide his fate for him.